Fellowship, The Deeps, Season 1, Episode 7.
I am playing Grand Architect Zane, the Overlord, and to my left we have X playing Y.
Peter as Architect Juno Alderon, the heir.
Mark as Prover Iceclaw, the dwarf.
Devin as Goblin King, the Orc.
Nicole as Marilla the Rain.
Okay, guys, so...
Oh, and we're in August 2019.
Yep.
So what happened last session?
I think we went to the Hobbit Town and then wrecked it.
Hobbit Town.
You went to a Goblin community and we fixed it.
Yeah.
We showed the Overlord that, he doesn't control them.
we showed the Overlord.
Also,
Such sights to show you.
Also, Goblin King infected the world with his very goblinness, and
I think
now...
you'll find the Overlord fucked up the world. I specifically warned him not to.
Don't touch my stuff.
Now he can summon the power of the Animal Brethren.
They're not my brethren, they're food.
Yeah, so the Overlord tried to mind control some goblins, found out that goblins can't really be mind controlled, and in turn some of his power was sucked away by Goblin King, who now commands beasts.
Commands the natural world.
Yeah. So you guys are standing on the shores of Tedoxrin, reveling in your victory amongst many riotous goblins.
They're so riotous. They were coming with us too, right? They're a mobile community.
Something like that.
That was the thing we picked up.
Did you pick that one?
You said that was the one you were going to pitch at us.
Okay, yeah.
So they're like a mobile fellowship community we have fellowship with. Which are
How do they travel with you? Are they like
They're gonna
all
travel
on your
on-
ship, or are they like makeshift rafts that
rafts
they
and
patch
rails
together?
and stuff.
I think that's awesome. Just like some of them, like occasionally just link up to the bottom of the ship, and they're like,
Yeah, there's like
and then
there's
others
like
are...
there's like sharks and marine creatures and porpoises like pulling their garbage, and they'll like come by the ship and stuff.
Cut your throats and make gills.
Yeah, cut your throats to give yourself gills.
So how are your followers all sort of reacting to this?
Well, the one I just got was badly injured by the goblins, so he's not exactly very happy about the development. But on the other hand, at least they're down at the bottom of the ship and don't come up that often, except for when some of them get up inexplicably, even though it makes no sense for them to manage to get up there.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit of a ruckus, but... Oh well, you take what you can get.
You take the good with the bad, and that's the facts of life.
So what are you guys doing right now? You just freed the goblins, they're rioting, they're assembling their masks, they're putting stuff together, and you guys are...
So, are they going to be joining us for the rest of the journey?
Well,
Yeah, not all of it, but enough of it. I got a plan for them.
goblins do what goblins do. Can't really stop them.
There's like old whales beaching themselves so the goblins can rip them apart for bits.
This is happening.
So, Adela, who, if you guys remember, was the librarian that you picked up, who now
I
works...
I actually
who
didn't
now
realize she
works
came with
as
us.
She's your quartermaster.
Oh,
You
shit.
guys, she's part of your crew.
Holy shit.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Yeah.
I remembered her. I just didn't remember she came with us.
She comes up to Juno and she goes, "So, we're really in it now, aren't we?"
Well, I guess we're in it as much as we always were.
I have to admit, I thought all of this stuff was just legend and folklore.
So did I. And then all of this happened.
So what's your plan, sir?
Well, we'll need to stop him somehow. Not sure how, though.
I had some thoughts on that.
Oh, please share.
He's an ancient beast, right? Predates the builders?
Yes.
Well, there's only one other thing I know that predates the builders. It's the library of the Moxen. Most people thought that was rumor and legend as well. I admit I did too. But if everything else is true, it might be true. And if it predates the builders, it might hold secrets to this beast.
It's a long shot, but I don't think we have any other leads. Do you happen to know where that library might have been?
I do. You know that area of water that no one ever goes in? Because no one ever comes out?
Oh, that sounds promising.
Up near the southeastern edge of the wall. They call it the Maelstrom, but not because there's any sort of oceanic effect or whirlpool, but because it's just a swirling mass of death.
Oh, well, it gets better every minute. Well, I guess that's our only chance. Well, I guess we know where we're going.
Well, I've already been at least one place where no one was supposed to come back from. Might as well make go for a 2 foot.
2 for 2. Okay, so I guess we make preparations to.
Okay,
Have
so
we
you
done that?
guys set sail.
Yeah.
The sea itself seems to push against you. It goes deadly calm when you need it to blow in your sails.
Actually, I have a question. When he took me down to talk to the dragon,
Yes.
was it around the area that she said
Maelstrom?
this? Like, what was it in the Maelstrom?
It was more in like the middle
Okay.
of the wall area.
That makes more sense,
Yeah.
but also the place where the dragon's buried being somewhere no one comes back from also makes sense. So
Yes.
just wanted to make sure.
Well, I came back from this.
So the sea itself seems to fight you. It goes calm when it should be moving. Winds fail to blow. And eventually a deep, thick mist rolls in around you. And the sea goes dead.
Well, good thing we stack up with some alcohol. Time to run the engines.
Alright.
Oh, I just assumed we were going to get some whales.
All that.
You're cool! But I forgot we had engines.
Well, will be a waste of alcohol.
Speaking of engines,
Oh.
you hear the thrumming strokes of a great builder engine moving through the mists.
Huh. Seems like we're not alone.
Did we ever do anything with that giant ship we found?
We haven't done anything with it. Why?
We should really do something with it.
We were either planning on taking it, or if we couldn't, giving it to the pirate slaves to live.
Yeah, we should get back to that at some point.
Yeah, also saving the people.
Yeah.
Is also something we should do.
Where are each of you when you're manning the ship?
Well, probably by the
I-
steering wheel.
I'm down in the engine room.
I've actually forgotten the part of the ship I man.
Same.
I don't have the ship.
You're the bosun, I think. Maybe not.
Marilla is the pilot,
Oh.
and Goblin King is the officer.
Okay, so I'm probably just running commands through people.
You're pretty much the only person who can get the pile of goblins that live on the.
To behave.
To be fair, only 2 goblins live on this ship.
Well, there were 2.
Oh, yeah, they're creeping around
They're
everywhere.
the only two goblins that bother to have names.
Yeah, Lil and Borger.
So there's a great crack, like a peal of thunder, and a portion of the mists parts as a cannon shot roars out and comes in as a hard cut against the pilot.
Oh no, that's me.
Oh no.
Is
Knock, knock.
Is it physical or magical?
That's actually a really good point.
It's physical,
Oh.
so it's gonna
Smash
smack you
you.
and go through you.
Yeah, it's just gonna go through me. What's behind me?
The ship, probably.
Some
Right?
goblins.
I don't want it to, like, destroy the ship. Like, if it goes through me, it goes through the ship or something, but... Yeah, I don't think I really have a choice on that, so splash!
I don't know if one of us could intervene on your half.
No,
It's a
we
hard
do.
cut.
It's a hard
It's just
cut.
happening, right. It's just happening.
Plus, it's not going to do anything because
Can't do damage, but I mean, I'm now splashed out, so I gotta recollect myself.
I almost took that power too when she shared with me. I almost took it where I couldn't be hurt. Could you imagine?
Now he's just kind of liquid.
The Goblin King's just kind of soft, like margarine.
That would be gross.
You can't stop me. Just like Terminator T-1000 my way through bars.
All right. So down from the inside of the engines, like from whatever. I'm sure we have some kind of like intercom, like piping system or whatever.
I think that's what I control as the officer.
So it's like,
Communication.
are we being fired upon?
Yes.
Yeah, we're being hit by a builder ship. Return and fire, Captain.
Returning fire.
All right. So our ensign, Ghost Ensign, is going to.
Do pew pew. Let's pull up our ship.
The officer. Oh, I'm the reason we can spin crews, so I'm actually important.
Okay, so you see the hull of a builder ship cutting its way through the fog towards you.
Is it the same ship we, saw before? Zane's ship? Or?
No, it is not Zane's ship.
Ah.
It's not quite as large. But it's sleek. It's all curves and jutting angles. It's got chrome and brass and deep oak wood. It has numerous gun turrets, and on top of it, you see people bristling with muskets, as well as someone you recognize. Architect Maximilian Tor.
Is he a threat to the world?
He is a threat to the world. He is one of my generals.
Good to know.
He is a sharpshooter. He has eagle eye. The sharpshooter can see you coming from a mile away and attack at great distances. The sharpshooter's first attack against the group is always a hard cut. Trick shot. The sharpshooter can damage this stat to make a player fail a finish them attempt. And social anxiety. The sharpshooter is no good at social situations and runs from people trying to talk to them. Flanking him on both sides are two huge 10-foot golems. One red, one blue.
Oh, good. I need another boat.
Like they're boat golems?
No, I turned the
Or
last two
they're like
golems.
on, or are they on the ship?
They're on the ship. They're standing
Okay.
next to him.
After we
personal
reduce them to
bodyguards.
rubble, then I'll turn them into a boat or something.
They're going to fire again at your ship.
Can we return fire?
I guess.
I
Sure.
mean, you're the gunman. Gunman.
I'm the engineer, but technically
Oh,
we do
no.
have a gunner.
Who's the gunner?
It's Ghost, the
NPC.
Ghost Badger.
The ghost of Christmas past.
Alright,
Alright, well, yeah, fire and I can spend crew to boost that roll.
Okay.
Peter, you've been keeping this ship up to date, right?
somewhat.
You motherfucker.
Um,
You've leveled the ship, right?
no.
No, we haven't.
We did. We've leveled it at least twice.
Yeah, we haven't picked the levels.
You pick the levels. You're the captain.
Womp womp.
You motherfucker.
Level 1 ship. Okay, but first we need to do an advantage.
Do we need that for the guns?
We can spend one ammo from the ship's gear, right? So
Yeah.
and
Have
then,
to spend ammo to fire.
I know that I chose something gun related. We have like high explosive rounds or something?
Let's see.
Missile salvo.
Plus 3 ammo. So one of the every attack on the ship's weaponry.
Okay. So, is there a reason to fire area, or is it just a single target?
I mean, it'll hit all those guys on the deck of the ship. Do you want me to set you up, and then you can wipe them out with missiles?
Sure. Fine with me.
Yeah, okay.
We'll just see that it's a sizable threat, and they'll start yelling at the.
What kind of animals live in this part of... I don't have to ask you.
You come out
Who the fuck do you
alone.
think you are? Don't you even dare. Okay, I will say that there's a giant squid in the area. This is where they naturally live, this kind of eerily calm area of the water.
Okay.
And I will just like have a giant squid come out of the water and wrap itself around the front of the boat and spend its one... It has one stat. I'm a giant squid. It'll spend that, and it will lurch the ship down a bit, not to sink it, but to expose everyone on the deck a bit better to our cannon so we got a better shot.
Okay.
And I'll have that be the bonds of servitude to set you up for advantage.
Neat.
All right.
So I'm just there on the
Yeah.
calling people around and just yelling at the water, and then tentacles come up.
And then we'll hit the fire the missiles. The second one, pull the lever that says even more missiles, and the third one that says even more missiles.
So you're rolling cannon?
Yes.
Okay.
That would be a 9 plus whatever I can.
0.
So
Okay.
Um,
Clutter damage.
if you want, I can spend a crew to make that a 10 plus result.
Do it.
sure, why not?
Okay, one of our 6 crew is spent to make that a 10 plus, which means whoever got hit is annihilated.
Oh.
Well,
uh-oh.
first, pay the
Which-
price.
Yeah.
Pay the troll toll.
And which crew is going down?
Crew, not person.
Crews are our stat. It's our
Okay.
currency.
Gotcha.
Which is why it would
That's
be great
good
if
to know, because I was like,
You
somebody
don't want to lose actual
had upgraded the ship when we got upgrades for it. No, we don't. Crews is an abstraction.
So,
Okay.
We have 6 crew points. They don't mean we have 6 crew members. It can mean we have thousands.
It's like
hundreds.
little goblins are like aiming the cannon, are like running across the deck,
Crew.
firing off a bunch of missiles that were pre-prepared.
Okay. They go in and they just smash the people with blunderbusses. Some of them are hit directly, others are knocked free and fall into the maw of the squid. But you destroy that gang.
So, pay the price, because I think it's a threat to the world.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Wait, did we hit the sniper?
No, you didn't shoot the architect. You shot the swarm of people.
Okay.
And it is an area hit.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay,
So that swarm of people is gone.
They're gone.
I'm gonna go with wisdom.
This is not wise, Captain.
He's slightly perturbed by the fact that he is killing people who are ostensibly working for the builders. There's probably more than a few rock folk on that ship.
Yeah.
We're the rebels here.
Oh. Okay. So you annihilate the crew. The architect kind of rears back, says, "Betrayer, good to see you've got a few tricks up your sleeve. I was worried this was going to be easy." And then he takes a shot at you as his 2 bodyguards leap into the air and come crashing down onto your ship. And through the mist, 2 cruisers jut out along the sides, and both broadside.
to be clear for the listeners, they're attacking Juno.
Juno.
Peter
Yeah, Peter.
is another word for penis.
So, does anyone want to protect me? For long live the queen?
Whoa, what's long live the queen?
Whenever someone tries to overcome the harm I'll suffer, they are filled with hope.
Oh shit, I'll fill myself with hope.
Nom nom nom.
Yeah, I'll fucking take a running jump and try to deflect that bullet. Okay? I'll overcome. And by overcoming, I have to pay a price, right?
Yep.
Because he's a threat to the world. As a goblin, I'm allowed to use my gear I make infinitely as prices I can pay. So I will take out the dread dreidel or the doom spinner or whatever, and I will try to huck that in front of the bullet. Okay?
Roll.
I overcome with blood and I'm filled with hope. Oh shit, I get to use dice? Oh man, dice.
It's been so long.
I remember dice.
How do attacks on the ship work?
You just say that you're attacking the ship, and well, it has 3 stats that can get damage, I guess.
7.
Okay.
And I think it can
9.
evade with engines and what have you.
There are
Resist with
2.
hull, potentially.
11. So I stop the obstacle, threat, cut, or move from causing harm. So the
Okay.
price I pay is, I throw the dread spinner in front of the bullet, it blows up, you don't get your face blown open.
Woo.
It's very impressive. You still have 2 shots coming at the ship. 2 cuts coming to the ship.
You almost want to overcome those?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe the pilot wants to try this out of the way.
Let's see. Hoover just they're firing kind of low to the deck, so it's primarily him and the ghost gunner that are kind of getting the brunt of this assault, and the goblins, but who really cares about the side community. And so he's just basically going to stand there stoically as the bullets go through the ship, and just continue to just sort of make sure the engines are still functioning. and just sort of like iron his way through it to ignore the damage.
Okay, sure.
A la every single naval movie that have come out where the cannons fly through.
Forgot to pick my power word.
Metal.
That would be a 9.
Blood.
If it was metal, was there over there?
I don't know what it means.
So,
man.
temporary solution?
Yeah.
We can pay the price for overcome. To have it.
Let's see.
You guys have any engineering gear for that?
I do. I think I'm gonna burn through some of my use some of the stuff I have for my tunneling gear as I rapidly
Reinforce things.
reinforce things, and I'll also spend a food,
Okay.
as everyone knows that Brockfolk rations can double as hull repair.
So I don't think you have any food left.
I have 2 left.
No, I don't think you've updated your sheet. Because remember, you spent so many
At
in
least 2, yeah.
in the mountain passes. You had to spend at least 3 food.
He's got 5 food, so yes.
I've got five showing.
So
right
he
now.
spent 2 and
And then I spent
yeah.
2 in the mountain passes.
that was
And then
another.
honestly, I haven't taken any.
Yeah, I think he's been like drinking to heal or something.
2. Yeah, I the last 2 heals I did were with drinking, and I've used 3 booze of my 4 booze.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so you stoically weather the first of the shots. It passes through. Your crew is initially a little dismayed at being broadsided by cannons. They're not exactly battle hardened, but when they see you standing firm, manning your position, not even flinching as bullets pass near the tip of your snout, it fills them with resolve, and they manage to weather the storm. How are you overcoming the second guy?
Maybe,
Can I drive the boat?
yeah, we could use the ship to get us out of the way.
Yeah. Yes, hull holding. There's roll plus hull to overcome.
So you just kind of muttered stuff there.
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to roll overcome or get away with engine instead of grace to get the ship out of the way of the cut. That's what you want to do. Hull holding has nothing to do with anything.
What is the thing's stat?
What? Oh yeah, what's our
Engine
engine?
is 2.
2.
So yeah, get away with engine. Like drive you out of the cut.
Got an 8.
Get the +2.
You can spend a crew, I guess.
Yeah, we'll spend crew to bring that to 10.
What's that?
And it would have worked
Except
if I hadn't have used one of my moves.
Mhm.
I play my traitor card, and one of the crew who's manning the engines, you turn around just in time to see him detonate one of the kegs of alcohol in your engines.
Bastard.
Is that the stat the general has, or is that an overlord stat?
Generals can use overlord stats.
Yeah.
Overlord moves.
When the general's here, the overlord's here, dude.
Okay.
That's just how it be.
I thought it was going to be
I think
the
it was
librarian who told us to come here that was the traitor.
Never trust librarians in pawning your Night Vale. All right, so explosion on a
So
ship.
yeah, so a huge explosion in the engines blows through, damage coming at you. Engines are wrecked. Your ship goes dead in the water.
Damage on engines, I guess.
Yeah, damage your engines.
All right, I'm gonna spin away.
So
from
I think like person stats, you can still use them, but you use them with despair.
Yep. Like with anything.
And there's a cut coming to Poover.
I'll use my second use of tough as nails.
Okay.
So
the goblin trick.
I figure the guy after he detonates the fire and stuff, he comes and stabs Poover, and Poover just looks at him with this absolutely feral look of complete and utter hate.
What are the rest of you doing? You wanted to do something?
Yes, in the explosion, we're going to be, I'm assuming we're covered now because the explosion just happened and people are disoriented.
Yeah.
I'm going to move through the gas cloud, like the fire and stuff, and I'm going to leap out of cover onto one of the golems and instantly kill it with brutally cunning.
Surprise.
Yeah. Surprise, motherfucker.
Okay, so the golems are tough guys. They have built strong. When the tough guys damage, they deal damage back.
Okay.
They are invincible. The stat needs to be damaged 3 times to take out the tough guy. And they have simple-minded. The tough guy loves one thing and one thing only, and they're easily distracted and persuaded by that one thing.
So brutally cunning, when you strike an enemy from ambush, you may just kill them.
Okay.
It doesn't work on threat to the world. So what happens here?
I think you... Read what it says exactly.
When you strike an enemy from ambush, you may kill them.
So
This move does not work against a threat to the world.
I think the question is, does it count as a... Is it reasonable to count him as doing a strike from ambush? And if it is, then it's dead. If you know it's not, then...
Well, how does finish them work for the tough guy? Because if you finish them with a 10+, they just die, no matter what their stats say.
Yeah. Wasn't there like stats that like...
It's
I would think you kill it, you take it out, but because you damage it, you take damage back.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay, so you jump on and you stab it, but as it dies, it grabs you, tosses you to the ground, and falls on top of you.
Fair enough. That's my move, guys. I'll use my use of tough as nails. Actually, I will pay a price, and the weapon I used, which was the spiked yo-yo, has been destroyed.
Okay.
That'll be the pirate price I pay.
But you're not paying a price, you're getting damaged. Because you're not acting against the world, you're acting against a goon that hits you back.
That's right. You're taking damage. You're not paying the price.
Just move on for me, and I'll double check that. If
Okay.
not, I'll pay something else. It's all good.
They open up with another salvo, and the architect is taking another shot at Juno, and the other golem is leaping towards you as well. They are going to try and take you out.
Well,
So you've got 3 cuts coming to the ship,
Oh my
and 2
God.
cuts coming to you.
So when do we get to make a cut?
And by you, I mean, well, just
don't ever make it.
just
Oh, okay.
when you want to do something, just leap
Okay.
in.
Yeah, there's no
Just say it.
initiative.
Yeah.
Just say what you're doing.
I did this because it was quiet.
Ah, fair enough.
And when I say 2 cuts coming at you, I mean 2 cuts coming at Juno.
okay. Well, since the golem is by itself, I can parry it with my melee, so just take a sword out and start fighting it at close range. So
Okay.
I'll use my parry on the thrust to keep them busy on the 10+. I guess someone needs to just take the other cut that's coming my way.
So these cuts are coming from, the other 2 cuts are coming from the 2 cruisers on each side?
And then 1 from the big ship, and then the architect that is sniping Juno. So Peter, there was a golem coming at Peter, but he used his keep him busy to whip out his rapier and start deflecting his big rock fists with his sword. So he's keeping him busy in a epic sort of pirate back and forth duel with a monster. But he's got a shot coming at his back, and the ship is about to take damage.
Okay. I do have something cool I want to do, but I need to set a little time to set it up, so...
We need to set it up.
No, it would take a little bit of a bit of time, I think. How close is the big ship?
My cannons reach away.
Oh, goddamn. The computer's decided to restart.
Great.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's at the edge of cannon range.
Okay. So, yeah, if you want to deal with the cut, I am going to, now that our ship is disabled, you gotta deal with the 2 cuts first.
Well, I dealt with the 1. Just need someone else in my range. Marilla, would you like to overcome for me?
Yeah.
Roll with hope.
Ha ha ha!
Long live the queen.
Do it, Nicole. Save that guy.
What are you doing?
So 1 second. Overcome, which is blood, which I'm not great with. And what is shooting at him right now?
The sniper.
The architect, who is a threat to the world, which means you're paying a price to do this.
Okay, but like what physically is it?
Sniper.
Cannon?
It's like a modified arquebus sniper gun.
He's got a sniper rifle. He's
I'm
the end.
going to turn my body into acid and leap in the way to like dissolve the bullet, so
Okay.
it can't go through me and hit him. And I'll pay price. What does iron do again?
Lets you endure or resist or overcome through sheer stamina or tenacity.
Let's see. I'll damage my iron. I got 10 plus.
Very good.
Okay. You leap up and elongate your long, watery body and just sort of absorb the shot as it comes through the air. And as it enters, it slowly dissolves and it comes out the back of you in a mist of harmless lead.
Now you got lead poisoning.
Oh no!
I'm gonna definitely buy a timeshare.
Someone deal with the sniper.
Yeah, I think I'll leave it with the sniper.
Go talk with him.
No one's
So-
dealing with the cuts coming to the ship?
There's cuts coming to the ship.
Yeah, man. Those other ships are firing on us.
Oh, okay.
All right, what's one of the cuts coming to the ship? I'm gonna hop in here.
It's being broadsided and basically by 3 ships. So it's just straight cannon fire.
Broadside by cannons. Jesus. Why? How many cuts? 3?
3.
Oof. Not great.
That's all the cuts. It's like 5 cuts in a row.
Yeah. Well, welcome to your take.
Welcome to the jungle.
Okay. I'm going to. Nope, those are just wolves. They'll drown. Those are wolves. They will drown.
Taking doggy paddle.
We gotta get one of these ships to be taking care of the other ships. So. 3 cuts coming out. Get this out of the way. Get the ship out of the way. Yeah, I don't really have a lot I can do here now that I think about it. I'm really good at individual problems, but these are cannon shots coming down the pipe.
Then if no one's got anything, I think you guys have to roll hull.
Yeah, okay.
I'll burn my other tunneling for one of them. If it's okay to pay a price, or do I just roll? Or I guess I gotta roll to overcome that.
You roll overcome with hull instead of blood.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a bunch of my sea critters try to push the ship with you to give you hope.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, I'll try and keep the thing running as basically I 1 foot putting the trader's head down to the watery deck, and I'm gonna try and Proover will sing a jaunty tune in Brockfolk as he slams stuff in and tries to keep the hull in one piece.
Okay. Give it to me 3 times.
The first one is a 10.
Okay. So remember, I can help you. Tell me what you get.
Okay. So,
Because I spend crew to keep us safe.
all right. Second one is an 11.
Okay, we're good.
The third one is a. Do we get to add hull? What's our hull?
Yeah, you had hull.
Hull +1.
10.
Holy crap.
So you guys are just peppered by cannons that are just punching through. And Hoover is just running around, smacking, gobbing, wood, bits of metal,
Goblins.
pieces of planks,
Rips off
goblins,
pieces of the wrecked engine,
yeah.
anything to keep the ship.
and
Pound
just
cake.
plugging holes as fast as they appear. Okay, those were my cuts. Over to you guys if you guys want to do stuff.
All right, where's the sniper?
He's on the other ship.
Okay,
The
I'm
one
gonna-
far away. I'll give you the name. It's called
The Nemesis.
the Relentless.
Relentless. There it is. All right, I'm gonna hop into one of the cannons and get fired at the ship.
Okay.
And I'm going to, in the air, try to drop down on the sniper, and I'm going to try and fight him.
how are you avoiding damage when you're being fired out of the cannon?
How am I avoiding damage? I just assumed I
I'm
wouldn't
thinking
be.
I can just
I just assumed I wouldn't be
If you
hurt
wanted
because I'm a
more-
pirate here.
I do have something I was going to try for that.
All right, what are you doing? You do your thing then.
So I'm gonna Poover, after quickly repairing the stuff, is going to just basically realize this cannot be kept up as stoic and as good a repairman as he is.
Yeah.
So the next is he is going to leap onto the guzzler
Okay.
and go forward basically, and he's going to be screaming at the top of his lungs at the sniper.
Yeah.
And he's going to try and talk sense to him using the ability that I would read you the ability of, except for the fact that my character sheet has disappeared.
So, what do you do?
Hang on, sorry. If you want to pause for just a second, I'm just going to bring it up.
Yeah, here. All right, we're back.
All right.
So, what are you using?
So, Hoover is going to head out the front of the boat, which drops out of the front with his guzzler going ahead, holding the traitor in his hands, and he's going to look over at the guy on the sniper, and he says, "Behold the fate of traitors! To the wall!" And then he basically is going to smack his head against the boat and throw him overboard as he makes his way towards the boat. Basically trying to get his attention and be scary as hell.
So you're using Orc skill, what's that?
Oh, and he's
called?
drunk too.
It's called Scary as Hell, I'm pretty
Scary
sure.
as hell.
Yeah,
As
it's
instructions, Architect Maximilian Zor has the social anxiety trait I mentioned. So as soon as you try and talk to him, he immediately runs away. He says, "I won't listen to the words of a Brockfolk traitor."
Scary as Hell says they listen whether they want to or not.
Oh.
So he listens.
Okay.
Oh.
Get fucked, social anxiety.
He listens,
Burn.
but then it makes it sound like that, like he doesn't really matter because he's running away.
Well, that's kind of what I want him to do is disengage.
Exactly.
So,
like, it's like you won.
so that would be hot dice. So I'll burn my last booze, and that is 12.
Nice.
Okay. So what happens?
He's kind of agreed. What he was going to do is, I think he's going to realize this is a really terrible idea, and I'd like him to disengage with his
Ship.
get the hell out of here, because we need to fix the engines. So I think you should realize that facing us is a terrible idea.
Okay. Pay your price.
I've already spent 1 booze.
Well, that's for your thing.
I think he's going to shoot me as. He's just going to He's going to
take
fire
damage.
Yeah, he'll fire a bullet at me and it'll damage one of my stats.
Okay.
Okay.
Metallic sense.
So, is the move still happening?
I mean,
So what did you ask?
What can I ask? Yeah,
those handouts.
I'm kind of.
Yeah,
There we go.
You're asking him to disengage?
Yeah, I'm rolling blood, so basically, yeah. You cannot. This is the fate of traitors. Implying, of course, that he is the traitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what are you asking
Will
him
be-
to do? Because he has to do what you
Flee!
asked.
Flee before we end your lives.
Flee and never come back. Okay.
Sad to see a Brockfolk betray the builders. He turns back, and the ship starts to pull away.
Okay. So I'm dealing with the last golem, so I'm just going to use my strike tool to beat them down so they cannot cause further harm this scene.
Okay. So he takes a swing at you, and you pin his fist
Yeah.
to the deck with one of your swords.
Yeah.
And he reaches with the other, and you pin it with your other sword, and
Yeah.
he's stuck down there.
Yep. Well, I think that takes care of it.
Alright. I'm going to have a large, whale. It's going to come up. I'm going to get onto it. A bunch of my wolves are going to go onto it. And we're going to go to the nearest one of those cruisers.
Okay.
We're going to board it.
Okay.
We're on it now.
Knock, knock.
Yeah. Knock, knock. It's the Goblin Nation calling.
You should
All
make
right.
religion out of that. No, don't.
No, don't. Alright, we're going to board and start attacking everyone on the ship.
Okay. So, what are you rolling?
What is the roll to depopulate this ship? Who's on here? What is on here? What am I doing?
So you swarm on, and there are numerous seamen and Marines. Yeah, hilarious.
Nice.
The nautical folk try and man their stations to the best they can. The Marines load muskets and try and fire to repel you.
All right, so it's the Marines then.
Yeah.
Okay, I will run into the group with my assorted animal and goblins with me, and we will start to kill the Marines. So I'm going to, I'll spend one of my dog's stats, like them being a vicious predator, to like give me advantage, and I'll go in to finish them with a dangerous weapon.
Okay.
A dangerous weapon. Spiked, destructive. I totally do have a destructive weapon. Nice. So yeah, going in to finish them. I guess I'm not rolling with hope, because no one else is here with me.
Nope.
Nope.
Womp womp. Ah, no, come back. It's gone. Alright, one more time.
Don't you have a fucking basket?
Don't nag me, woman. 10 plus.
He has one. Don't give him another one.
10 plus.
Okay, your
So
goblins.
it's an area to the Marine group.
So what did you use?
What I used specifically was a skateboard with gunpowder built into it, and I kick-flipped over to them and blew them up.
Okay. You decimate the Marines. They are no longer populating that ship.
Abandoned ship! Abandoned ship! We're being eaten alive!
I think at this point they feel like if they abandon ship, they will get eaten alive.
Like there are sharks crawling up with like little legs on them and stuff to the side of the ship because they're all goblin-y.
The ship that you kill the Marines on is going to take a last stab at your ship, the Zephyr, by firing cannons. The other ship is going to try and train their cannons and use grape shot to try and take out Juno.
They keep trying to murder our boy! They're trying to turn our tot into an
I
angel!
thought you said grape shot, and I was like they're firing wine at us?
Yeah,
Grape shot.
G-R-A-P-E. You know, grenades, pomme de terre, the French word
It's-
for a grenade.
Because instead of just being like a big ball, it goes into a whole bunch of little balls.
Oh, yeah, I've never heard of that.
Like grenade is like pomegranate, like what grenades are named after in French because they have all little seeds that go off. It's grape shot. Anyone else? Anyone want to pick up the talk?
No, yeah, it's
So 2 cuts.
Okay, I am in a small boat ahead of everything else, so I cannot realistically think of a way I could.
No, I don't see how you can interfere with this.
I guess Marilla, you can cover me and I can swerve the boat.
I'm going to go to. Are there 2 boats firing at us?
There's 1 boat firing at your boat and 1 boat firing at Juno.
Okay. If I could deal with one of them.
Yeah, so deal with the one fired at me and I'll pilot the ship to, maneuver it around the other one.
Okay. I am going to. Can I use my word of power for this? Because it says when you use it against a threat. I don't know if that's what this means.
Well, what does the word of power do?
Anything I want, basically. I was kind of planning on having my word be acid, so it would turn the water underneath the boat to acid, and it would be like, oh.
That would be when you probably want to damage it. Now you're trying to overcome the damage coming our way.
It says when you speak your word of power against a threat, take damage to a stat of your choice, then the word delays the threat in a way you describe.
That
Could
sounds like it would work. Just
Yeah.
describe what you're doing.
Yep.
Literally, makes a hand motion at one of the boats, like puts her hand out and says a word in like an ancient language. Probably an ancient builder, I guess, or something, maybe draconic, considering the setting. And the sea underneath one of the boats, the one I guess that was firing at Juno, turns to acid, and it starts melting. I'm guessing I use
And I guess that tilts the boat enough that the cannons go off center and miss their shot.
Yeah.
Well, I roll my holding and I roll an 8, so I have to pay a price. And say, maybe we'll split one of the cannons just shooting into the incoming projectile, just hit it, as it's going through to deflect the damage. That's... What did you roll?
I don't know what I roll with this power.
What power is it?
Well,
It's called Divine Being.
if it doesn't say you what that you roll, then it just happens because you're damaging your stat to activate.
Yeah,
Oh,
this just
okay.
happens, dude.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is good because you're the first person to roll under a 10.
Yeah, I rolled really well.
I just try to avoid it. I don't even know why I rolled against Marines. I could have had fucking Eagles pick them up.
Eagles.
Right? I don't even know why I'm rolling dice. It's not why I became a nature lord.
So you're doing what against the...
I'm maneuvering the ship against the incoming attack on the ship by firing a cannon and deflecting the shot midair.
Okay.
And yeah, I rolled an 8, so I have to pay an extra price. So that's happened.
What are the prices that you paid?
I paid ammo to shoot the thing down.
Okay. The crew on your ship surrenders.
Okay, I don't have to feed into the sharks then.
I mean, you could.
And the other cruiser, seeing that they are alone and suddenly immersed in acid, starts to veer away.
Okay, I will command this crew to start getting to their lifeboats and leaving, and head toward the architect ship that's leaving.
They do so.
Perfect. I'll leave some goblins on this ship, and we will start We will all get into the ship, and we will start driving towards that other cruiser that's starting to flee.
Okay.
We'll quickly spray paint and use blood to put up a jagged, goblin-looking pirate flag skull that'll raise itself as we start to drive towards that ship. Full speed ahead, no intent of stopping.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing. I don't know how long it'll take us to get there, but as soon as we get close enough, we're going to try and board that ship.
Right. It's trying to circle around.
Okay, so is it got a mainmast or a?
Builder ships are all powered by engines.
Okay, so
Right.
I assume.
Sure.
Someone
is
clear
there-
lore on that.
is
What do you want to do? You want to slow them down?
yeah, I kind of do.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is just so happens that those ships were built by the Brockfolk, the wall building ship, and it's not super complicated. It's kind of a secondary thing that they are more willing to get rid of. So it does have an engine, but it's a Brockfolk engine. It's not quite as
Okay.
complicated as the old builder ship. And of course, as an engineer, Hoover has a pretty good understanding of that. So if you praise to his ancestors, I will burn my one use special gear to command lore for that. So I know exactly where to shoot this thing and slow it down.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my gun, and I'm going to put a shot into the thing to try and keep it, to slow it down enough so that the goblins can catch it.
So you're trying to shoot the cruiser.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just trying to slow it down, either by hitting it in like the rudder or an intake valve. You know, just to slow it down enough.
Okay.
So I don't know what I roll for this. Blood?
I would assume so. Like what? What
Like,
are you?
are you
what
attacking?
What move are you making? Doing?
That's an excellent point. I'm kind of curious.
What do
What do you want to call this? Keep them busy?
Yeah, you're trying to buy time.
That makes sense to me.
So courage.
Okay. Not my best effort, not my worst. And I think I'm acting with the Goblin King on this one.
Yeah.
I don't technically have to be doing this.
Are you really?
Okay. Nope, never mind.
So you're getting a cut. You rolled how little?
Well,
No, I don't know what happens, but I completely.
What did you roll?
I rolled 5.
5. So
6 technically with all my bonuses.
so the
so you
overall
rolled a 6.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
yes. So the overall can make you a cut against you now.
Yeah, the overlord responds with a cut.
So you're in what? The Guzzler?
Yeah.
It starts bringing a leak, and you start to slowly sink.
Oh, that's not good.
You use substandard parts.
Yeah.
He built out of overlords, golems.
Yeah, I got that.
Just making sure that the burn was clearly out there.
Okay. So the cruiser that's escaping is doing a turn and circling away in the distance.
All right,
It's going. I mean, you guys are same vessel, so you're going just as fast.
All right, we're gonna put the engine into an unconsciously dangerous state to try and get extra speed. We'll start like cutting cannons off the ship too,
Okay.
so, like lighten it up.
Okay. So you guys are starting to get pretty far away from
I'm turning back.
the Zephyr.
Yes.
Well, you're out in sort of the water sinking.
Yeah.
You are starting to get pretty far away from the Zephyr.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
What are you guys up to?
I'm gonna hop into the water and teleport myself to the boat he's trying to catch.
Okay.
Because
you
That's
can
a
do
thing you can do.
yeah.
Hello, Rain.
So yeah, I'm going to do that, jump out of the water, and use one of my rain powers to send someone flying. So whoever's driving the boat, I'm gonna send them flying away from me,
Okay.
preferably off the boat.
Yeet.
And that just happens. You eat them.
Ruthless.
Do you spend some use of rain or something?
Yeah, I'm spending 2 uses of rain to both
Ooh.
teleport and to blast him.
He's making us spend resources, guys.
That's fine. We're about to get 2 boats. Knock, knock.
So yeah, I do that and yeah, try to look
Okay,
scary
yeah.
while I do it.
You do. They are definitely scared, and the helmsman goes flying off into the water. Someone else runs up, grabs the wheel, and struggles to keep it straight. You are gaining on it dangerously.
Good.
Um,
By the way, because I have advantage on that helmsman that went into the water, as he's falling in, a large shark comes out of the water and takes him away. That's just a power I have now.
No.
but you guys start to see the destination that the cruiser had in mind as the hull of the Relentless once again cuts through the fog.
Good. I'm glad. I wanted this.
Devin goes on a solo mission.
You're on a
I got at
sinking
least
boat,
one buddy for hope.
and you are on a severely damaged ship with an enraged golem who is busy for how long?
The scene.
The scene?
He won't be able to do anything for the scene.
Okay.
Close damage.
The scene. I love that. The scene.
I will burn my last tunneling gear.
Okay.
To tunnel through water.
What is this, Minecraft? You destroy the blocks.
But I figure the tunneling gear would include things like rope and like
Whatever.
basic supplies that I could use to patch up the hull long enough for me to drown.
Okay. Yeah. So you're using your tunneling gear.
And I'm gonna bail out of the fight basically and head back to the ship. I think I need to get back there and see what I
Yeah.
can do.
Get the engine up and running.
I guess the two of us can circle back together, fish up maybe the remainder of the ship, and not pursue. Just start patching out our ship.
Okay. So the cruiser comes up to the bow of the Relentless.
Alright, and are we close enough to be able to hit that cruiser and pin it to the Relentless?
You're getting there, but first you're going to take a hard cut.
Ooh.
Yes. As Architect Maximilian Tor once again comes to the bow and takes a shot at you.
I can't respond to this because it's just happened.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
a
hard
hard
cut.
cut.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna get damaged. Like I'm
Yep.
taking damage. Cool. I damaged my Doomstad, and where he shot, I wasn't there.
Okay. He's a little spooked by that, but he's also a professional.
That's fair. That's fair.
The Relentless is going to fire cannons at your cruiser.
I'll have everyone go inside and we'll just take it because we're just going to drive this Hulk right into the side of the cruiser and pin it to the Relentless.
Okay?
I will put out my arms as sickly eagles come down like in a flock like Dr. Screw at the end of We're Back and swarm around me, and then I will not be there, and then that swarm will be coming to the Relentless where the general is.
Okay?
Okay, so
You're on a ship that's on a collision course with another ship.
You're on a ship that is about to be collided by another ship.
No, that's right.
okay,
You might drown.
I'll just eat the water. one use of anything for food.
And there's just goblins over there?
Yeah, they're on the ship. Like, they're all going under
But
metal and
there's no
stuff.
people on that boat.
No.
Right.
There's dogs. Choo choo.
Bark, bark, bark.
I am going to get really, really loud. And to everybody, I'm saying this to everybody, stop what you're doing. Do not crash the boats. We're just gonna let these people go on the big boat and we're taking these two littler boats. That's what's happening. I
You know,
don't
like a rat
know
king
who
is the tr-
exactly I'm targeting, but I cannot be ignored.
Everyone.
So yeah, whether or not people want to listen,
You're talking sense.
I'm
to
talking sense to, or speaking
To the
softly. What's the
world.
difference again?
Talking
Speaking
sense.
softly is a quiet conversation.
Oh, right. Talking.
It's like an intimate moment in Mouse Guard where people talk about their feelings. It's not for this insane pirate battle where we're all screaming and have pirate flags and blood.
You're laying out a plan and letting people know what's their part in it. So that's...
Sense.
Grace, sense, or wisdom?
Sense. Yeah. So that's +2, so that's 3. Over 10.
I think I have more appropriate music for what you're doing.
So I'll just land on the Relentless flock of, you know, like how rat kings happen where rats will breed together? Yeah, like a big pile of rats all stuck on the tail. That's this, but a bunch of crows.
I said eagle.
Eagle king. Eagles, crows, blackbirds.
Murder.
When you're up there, you see that the ship is manned by golems, and 2 of them detach again and come towards you.
Okay. Yeah, I will land then, and I will point at the sniper.
Okay?
I'm only going to give you this one opportunity to surrender, because after that it's going to get weird.
Talking to him. He doesn't like that.
You're talking sense?
No, I'm just saying that. He can do with that as he wants.
Okay, well, you're talking to him and he has social anxiety, so he runs to the crow's nest.
Alright. I'm going to have gulls and birds swarm down onto me.
Okay?
They're going to cover the golems with birds and damage their... I'm a flock of bird stats.
Okay.
Now the golems are distracted. 2 large crab claws will come out front of the ship and take them away.
If he has advantage, he can just take people away.
They've been taken away.
Okay.
They're not dead, but they're not here.
So I guess the goblins don't crash into us, and I let the people try to like.
What did you roll for your top sense?
I rolled like 12, like way over
Okay.
10.
Yeah, so the goblins recognize that you are
They
a
recognize your tone.
compatriot of the Goblin King,
Yep.
and they get your tone, and they go, okay, we'll slow this thing down.
She's telling us not to riot. That's the only thing we recognize. Her tone says we shouldn't riot.
Okay.
Not her words. Her words tell us to riot all the time.
I also straight up just told these people, hey, I'm letting you go now. So hopefully they're just they're going back up onto their boat ropes. or
Yeah,
something.
they're trying to climb on to the glass. And Maximilian is going to shoot you.
Me?
No.
Oh, goblin.
You.
Okay.
He is well aware that shooting you does nothing. That was his first move, his big opener, and it,
It'd be great if I took her thing, because then it would be like, bloop,
Are none of these people real?
are none of them immune?
Really,
No.
we keep jumping in the way to make sure that
Juno.
Juno
I mean,
doesn't
at this
get
point, I
shot.
probably should have been immortal.
Knock, knock.
Knock, knock, open up the door. Yeah, okay, so the cut is he's going to shoot me? I am going to, you know what, yeah, I'm going to run straight for the process now that I don't have things on my side. I'm going to try and clamber up and get to him. So I'm going to try and outrun his gun.
okay.
That's my overcome move. Can you cover me at all?
She's in the boat shouting at goblins.
Yeah, I'm not even on the same boat as you.
I don't have advantage then, goddammit. God damn it, Janet. 12. So,
Yep. So you overcome his shot. It pocks into the deck, and you dash for the crow's nest.
yep. I am going to charge up there and take out my frisbee.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm going to hurl at him as hard as I possibly can.
So what are you rolling?
I am rolling to finish him.
Okay.
I will destroy the frisbee to gain advantage, and I will also blow up another one of my weapons, my yo-yo, to pay any price. So I am an orc.
He will damage his trick shot to make a player fail a finish them attempt.
Good,
So
good
you
move.
you throw your frisbee up, and he shoots it out of the air, and it careens off and explodes.
That's a good thing he did that.
I'm guessing his gun took some damage from shrapnel or something.
Yeah.
Oh, never.
All right, let's swing away from me. One of you three
Swing
guys.
back to. Well, do we want to finish this, or go you guys? Or
You can-
swing to Nicole.
I'm literally just gonna take these boats and drive them back to our boat.
Okay.
And be like, now we have 2 extra boats. But if I can get other people to drive them back to the boat and then help him, I'd rather do that. But I just don't. The goblins are goblins. I don't know how.
So you got to try and talk sense to goblins.
Yeah.
You got to try and explain to them the plan.
You know what?
That's
I'm
more-
just gonna be on the boats, directly in control of the situation. I'm not
So
leaving the boats. I'm not making that mistake.
the 2 boats are sort of veering off, and you're like doing the Jean-Claude Van Damme splits between the 2 of them, turning from one to the other, coordinating them, yelling at goblins.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, 2 more boats.
Okay, so
They're really nice boats too. I mean,
it looks like the big problem is with the other ship on there. I don't know what Juno's doing.
Well, fixing up this place, I guess, with the because we have some repair kits on the boat.
Oh, that's good. But
Isn't there a golem on the boat still?
are we?
Yep.
Is our boat close?
He's like pinned to the front, just like fuming and trying to lift his fist.
Well, there will be our repair kits.
Well, if you won't take out the golem,
But,
don't
are
have-
we-
I think this is actually, if we go back to you guys, this is a different scene. So
We're,
he's
we're
back
too
in
far
play.
away to intervene in this realistic.
You
Even we
guys
can.
Yeah.
fucking get
Okay,
over to
never
us.
I can't. Hoover doesn't have anything that could possibly set that up. He could fly over with boots, maybe, but I can totally understand why Juno wouldn't want to fly towards the.
Well, because of the mist, you guys don't know where they are.
Yeah.
You saw a cruiser veer off, you saw the other cruiser veer after them, and then that was it.
Okay, yeah, we'll take the ship back in, load it back up, and head in the. I guess we can head in the direction. We'll try and get the engines working.
Okay, so you guys are working on the engines. But what are you doing about the golem that is now rampaging towards Juno?
There's
Parry,
we
counter,
are-
thrust.
Oh my god.
Parry, counter, thrust.
Yeah.
And pin him down. Don't have to roll anything.
yeah,
You want the more parts? Here are some fresh parts.
yeah. Hoover will finish
Finish
it.
him.
You can build a new Guzzler.
Okay,
We're working together.
Yeah.
That's only sadly a
7.
9. I don't think I can justify iron outlasting this thing.
No.
So I will take a another damage.
Why are you taking damage? You damaged it just once.
yeah, you damaged it once.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Alright.
it's not a threat to the world.
Nope.
It's just a goblin, or it's just a
It's just a golem.
Okay.
In a surprise to everyone, Maximilian Tor is going to back up a bit and take a shot at you. At Goblin King.
Okay. My response to that cut, instead of trying to overcome, is I want to spend a use of Strong as an Ox and shatter the crow's nest, so that his shot is disrupted, and we are now going to be both in freefall.
Okay,
Disrupting his plans to line up a shot. Is that acceptable?
that's acceptable, but you're going to have to pay a price.
I will pay a price of losing one of my orc moonshines. Like, it's just...
Okay, roll it.
Strong as an Ox
Oh,
is
you
a
just
thing I can
do it?
I just spend it.
Okay. Yeah, you smash the crow's nest and you both plummet to the deck. Nicole, you're having... Marilla, you're having some trouble coordinating the goblins.
There's a shock.
Is there anyone else on the boat?
There's the wolves. Hear them howl, my hungry children.
Is,
and some of my goblins. And the Varg.
The Varg? What's
Yeah.
his name again?
Gormengost.
Gormengoss. I'm gonna get Gormengoss to
He's
drive one of
chunks.
the boats. He's probably smarter than a goblin, right? Like, he can speak English.
Yeah, he's eating a sailor right now.
I'm gonna get him to drive one boat, and I'm gonna drive the other boat.
Okay.
And the goblins are just gonna be goblins, that's fine.
Just mouth on the wheel.
They start, like, being annoying, I'll be like, tap!
You just spritz them.
Yeah.
Use Goblin King grade goblin poison on them.
So as you guys are running around assessing the damage on the boat, dismembering the golem that you just dispatched, you see 2 cruisers coming towards you.
They're flying
One of
hard.
them is a
flying
normal-looking
apart.
cruiser. The other one is caked in blood and paint and flying a makeshift goblin flag, and is driven by a wolf.
And it's driven
A
by
warg.
Oh, yeah,
Much
a warg.
bigger and much gnarlier looking. They're covered in like barnacles and like growths and stuff like fungus.
Well, we know we can trust one of them, and since they're not fighting on each other, do you want to take the chance, Hoover? Or should we be tracking the cannons on them?
What's in range?
Well, those two.
There's 2 ships coming back. They're coming right towards you.
I'm down in the engines. I can't quite make out if they're coming to help us or.
Well, we're just training the guns on them and waiting for the order. See how they respond. Whether they
Makes sense to me. Ensign, hold your guns on the targets.
Yeah.
Dinner fire till we know if they're theirs or ours.
So you come cruising back to the Zephyr, which is just limping in the water. Like, it has taken a significant amount of damage, and the engines are blown out. There's like a gaping hole in the back of it.
Oh, buddies, what happened?
One of the new conscripts we had was secretly working for the architects. He set off one of the alcohol barrels. The good stuff too.
Alright, well, we got 2 new boats. Take control of them. Maybe their engines will work if we don't want extra boats. I'm gonna go back, because Goblin King's still on, the other guy's boat.
Oh,
They're relentless.
Yes.
Well, we got more spare parts.
And on the Relentless, you 2 collapse to the ground, knock off the debris.
Explosions.
Yeah, his gun is off to the side. He reaches into his bandolier, pulls out a pistol, and fires at you with both barrels.
I am cunning as can be, which means I can look closely without rolling and ask one question from the list.
Okay?
So I'm going to spend use of cunning as can be to figure out what's his worst side to track with, so that I can use that to avoid his shot.
Okay.
Like find a weakness to get advantage on him.
Pay a price.
Okay, I'll spend this. I will, as my price, I will throw another bottle of that orcish moonshine out of the way to cause a flare-up.
Okay, he's left-handed.
Alright, so yeah, I'll come in on the other side and like, miss his shot.
Okay, roll to overcome.
Oh, like that was me doing cunning as can be. This
Right.
either would give me advantage or would
Or it would...
obviate the shot.
Okay, sure.
Alright, yeah, so running, I'm going to scramble onto him and grab him by the throat and just start slamming his head against the tank.
Okay. What move are you...
Finish them.
How are you finishing?
With blood.
What's your advantage?
My advantage is I'll spend strong as an ox.
Okay.
Just use that goblin strength. Uh, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, pay a price.
I will spend... Oof, I really burned through my shit. I'm gonna throw another one of those bottles to flare. Like one of my bomb bottles to like
So
disrupt.
many?
Tossing
I've-
bottles all around.
Yeah, I'm setting off Molotovs.
And then you just leap onto him, grab him by the neck, and just smash his head into the deck and just blow it open like a cannon.
Oh,
Yup.
God.
And then once his head is open like hell, I'll gain his knowledge.
So you, through the water, pop up to find Goblin King sitting on top of the deck, eating the head of Architect Maximilian Tor with a bunch of inert goblins, inert golems sort of standing at their stations doing nothing.
And
Oh right, they don't have crew. They have robots instead.
It's also a pretty cool scene. There's fire, gasoline. There's gasoline, Mad Max fires, black smoke everywhere, blown up crow's nest. I'm covered in blood and shrapnel. I'm just.
Okay.
I know everything you know. Throws head overboard.
Oh, okay. You know what? Let's just drive the boat back to our boat. Now we have a bunch of new boats. I don't know what activates the golems. I mean, probably him, but maybe they can be remote activated.
Now check his gear for like a iPad.
See, I worry that it's gonna be like a fucking amulet that lets you do it, but then makes you possessed.
I can't be controlled.
Oh.
Put it on your deck.
It keeps coming up.
Well, this would be a great time for someone to command lore about how builder ships work.
Well, how will you control the golems?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a Raspberry Pi set up through a KVM switch. It's like, ah!
Well, it's probably tied with the magic of the builders, so probably like need to respond to like the bloodlines or what have you, maybe.
You gotta be a builder to command the golems.
That's fine. We can still drive the boat though, right?
I'll just smear myself in that builder's blood. I'll just coat myself in and walk up to a golem and like put my hand and be like, go that way!
Surprisingly, it does not work.
I mean, if it did, it'd be awesome. Oh, I could, if I had my Doom stat, I could have damaged my Doom stat to use magic to make it work.
Yep.
If
We should have a... Does this count as a meal?
No, it does not.
One use of a ration! We'll share a meal together, Morella. We'll
I'm
bump
not
around
eating
into his...
that.
We'll bump around into his body to build up friendship.
How did they do with it?
it? Marilla doesn't eat things that are alive.
Can't alive no more!
Can we drive the boat?
The ship isn't going anywhere without a builder.
Okay.
But it's not going anywhere.
Well, it's just kind of on its last course.
Can
like-
we
it's
get
like
large
locked
marine
in.
animals to start pushing where we want to go?
Oh.
It'd be tough. You need like large ones, but you could.
Can I?
Yeah.
Bah,
It's within the realm of possibility for you.
Hey, order beasts.
Leviathans, come to me. So, a little while later, that builder ship's coming at you.
Oh no.
Being like necked by a whale.
Well,
Well, that's a better sign.
and the whale's all goblin-y. Oh, well, we can trust that.
The whales! Have they turned traitors against the builders too?
No, this one's looking quite rugged. And kind of, gangly, so that's a goblin whale.
So once we move back.
Disembark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll walk up to you. Hey, does this builder have 4 arms?
This one? No.
Okay, well, I'll throw his pathetic 2-armed body without its head at your feet.
Oh.
Like, and like he's all been drained of blood and stuff, and I'm covered in it. Took him out!
That's great. Wow.
Oh, dude, actually, was that guy a general?
Yes, he was.
Oh wow, good job, yeah. Just 1v1'd him.
Oh yeah, that was a lot.
Also, we have a bunch
Well
of new
done.
boats. Hopefully they'll listen to you. They should, right? That's how your stuff works.
I
You know, those
guess.
golems to destroy themselves. And we'll put normal people on the boat.
Well, I guess we'll have to fix our ship, scavenge whatever we can, and
I guess you should go to the other boat because you're the only one who can drive the other boat. But we can drive this boat.
why do we need another boat? It'll just slow us
It's a
down.
better boat than we have, isn't it?
At this point, it may be quicker to tow. It'll take me a good long time to fix the
The
engines.
cruiser that the goblins are on, we wrecked, so we rip it apart for parts to fix the engine. Like, we ripped its cannons out and stuff to get faster, so it's a lost cause. The cruiser we did ruin, we can just take, and then we got this big ship full of golems.
I guess we can fill with golems and
We may need considering we just faced 3 ships, we may need some more when we finally confront Grand Architect Zane.
Yeah, I mean, building up an army is a good thing, right? Why wouldn't we want it?
Plus, now we have a place to put all the goblins.
Oh yeah, let's send them the goblin ship. Let's take the goblins to our thing and put the goblins there. There we go. Problem solved.
Wait, that wouldn't
I
solve
didn't
the
hear
problem.
everything he said because it wasn't what I wanted to hear.
That wouldn't solve the problem because the goblins can't drive the other boat.
that? It's not the sort of power a builder would teach you.
What the fuck are you?
So what are you guys doing?
We're gonna scuttle these ships for parts and add at least 2 of them to the fleet. That's, I think, is what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
I guess if there's a mechanical way for us to add to the fleet.
I mean, they just be the ship.
Now, see, with the ability version of the ship, you can only have 1 ship. Because earlier you had the option like, oh, you build another ship and it goes with
Yeah,
it.
but they're clearly the ship. Like, if we had like a boat, an airship, and a tunneling device, they'd all be different playlists.
Or they could be like, you know, a companion ship.
I mean, good. Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't care.
This is the fleet.
Well, we can figure out mechanically how we
Yeah.
want to handle it later.
The
As long as we
point
decide
is-
narratively what we want to do.
Yeah,
We're
keeping it.
gonna fix up our ship the best we can, cannibalizing the craft cruiser.
I
at the
mean,
very
we
least.
have a repair bay.
And then if
That's-
everything else is working, then everything else is
It's going to take like parts from both cruisers to get your Zephyr working,
working. Okay.
but you can leave the Relentless intact.
Yeah, cool. Sure. So let's fix it up.
Oh, yeah, and the repair bay can just fix this stuff up as well. Oh, and the repair bay can heal up this ship and the other ships. Yeah, you're right.
Yep. Okay, so with that out of the way, do we have anything more for this session?
Yeah, do we want to do another session after this? I don't know.
Or
Yeah,
or
I've
do
got-
we just continue?
I've still got more stuff I want to keep going.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, all right. Well, why don't we start a new session then?
Okay.
Because like that was
I
a
don't know
whole.
if I have enough for like another
I
session.
mean, we just
Well, we'll see. If we don't,
Okay.
we just pause and then pick up next week.
Sure.
So,
I was Tyler.
Peter.
Mark.
Devin,
And Nicole.
and this is sponsored by Nobody. Signing off.